You're selling something to him, right?
Does anybody feel about it?
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Good evening, everyone. Welcome to your second live class of this course. I want to hear our voice. How has it been? How has it been? And how has it
We're fine.
Enjoy your
Hi, Faith.
been?
Good evening.
Okay, so we are still very few on the call. So please go and call
Good
your
evening.
group members. It's important that everybody is present here this evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening, everyone, and happy Sunday to us all.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday to us.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
All right. So we're
Yes.
saying we want to hear from everyone. The class is still very few. Please go and call your group members. It's important that everybody is on the call right now. So please, let's go and call our group members. And while we're waiting for them, let's hear from us. How was this week's class? And have you started your project? So please, if you want to talk, raise your hand. So please do not unmute your microphone if you're not called. So please let's raise up our hand if you want to talk this evening. I'm waiting for us. I want to hear from us how this week works. But us. Nomi Donna, please mute your microphone. Nobody wants to speak with us. Should I carry my mic and be going? All right, who is there? Who is there? Who is there? Good evening, Yusuf Kafayat. Do you want to speak with us? Kafayat. Kafayat has run away. Who wants to speak with us today? Okay, Abigail, let's hear from you. Good evening. Tell us your name and your group number.
Okay, good evening, Ma. Good evening, everyone. My name is
Good evening.
Abigail from the. Yeah, I'm in group 14. So far, so good. The program is very interesting for me, and I like it. But the only thing is the project. This is our first time, and coming from we've never had something like that, and everything is just new, but we are exploring. Thank you.
All right, Abigail. Yes, I think everybody is new to it and everybody's trying to like figure out everything. So I think every question you have regarding the project, you can start putting them in the chat box. So we'll be choosing them by the end and during the question section. Thank you, Abigail, for speaking. Well, okay, Damilola, let's hear from you.
Good evening, Faith. Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday, happy weekend. How you guys all doing? Yes, my name is Damla Labumi from Group 17. So far, so I really love our team members. We are all cooperating together. We have a lot of great minds people in our team, and so we are moving. We are moving. Once more, thank you so much to Vitakified for this great opportunity you guys give to us. We love you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Damilola. Well done. Okay, so also, Abigail, a video was also sent to the group to break down the project, what you need to do. So if you have not seen it, All right. Thank you, Damilola. So, well done. A video was also sent to break down the project. If you have not seen it, please make sure you go and watch it. It's important that we always treat every video sent to the group. Please do well to always watch them. So it will be sent again this evening. So you guys should not worry. Everything was explained. So if you have questions, make sure you're putting them in the chat box too. Well done, Damilola. Rebecca, let's hear from you.
Hi, good afternoon and happy Sunday, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm Rebecca Damilola Ojo, and I'm in group 19. Yeah, it's a new experience for me. I've never done anything in tech world, but I enjoyed it, and I've been learning a lot of, things about it, and I'm so happy that it's something that can benefit even my kind of business. There's a type of assignment they gave us, so I'm so happy to be here. And happy to meet all these great facilitators and wonderful people on the group. So it has been a lot of bringing minds together. My experience in a team, as a team does and gave us assignments, it made it more interesting. Then everything we've been learning from the design thinking, the product management, all the class 1, class 2, week 1. So it has been very, very, very impactful to me. So I want to say a very big thank you to the Big Techified team. We're doing a wonderful thing. That's all I can say for now.
All right. Well done. Thank you, Rebecca. We are glad you are enjoying the class and you're gaining from it. All
Yeah.
right. So we'll be taking more people to talk later. So let's dive into the class right now. Let's invite, with a clap innovation, let's invite our facilitator, Miss Faith. Miss Faith, over to you.
All right, thank you very much, Debbie. Thank you very much, product managers. Good evening once again, and it's great to be here. So I noticed some people are complaining that they have been in the waiting room, though we cannot see them from here. But if you have anyone in your group complaining, please tell them to log out and try again because uh, they are not reflecting here, and there's no way we can admit them if they are not showing here. So we're not going to waste much of our time. It's a new week already, and guess what? You are already halfway through this program. You deserve a clapping ovation. Congratulations to you all. In 2 weeks, we're going to be celebrating you again, and there's still a lot to learn, and we're going to be, going through all of that in these 2 weeks. Like I said, it's not about the length of your training, it's about the value, right? It's quality over quantity. And like I usually say to you, if you decide to learn product management for 10 years, when you still start working, you still keep on learning. So why not learn the basics, the most important aspects of it, and what? Keep on learning even on the job. People with great years of experience are still learning. I am still learning, right? When I work on it, when I take on a new product, I still get to pick out one new thing that I've not probably picked out from previous products that I've worked on, right? So same as every other person, same as you, same as every other person. Okay, so like Debbie has said, please, if you have any questions as regards your products, development, your PRD and your slides, please send them into the chat box so that they can be attended to. You understand? Very important. I will not give or will not have the time to start calling everybody one by one to speak. So please drop it in the chat box so that they can be addressed as the class goes on. Right. Okay. So also I'll be asking some questions. I don't want us to omit our microphones. I noticed that many people don't know how to use this and this Teams, and it makes it very, very rowdy, which is not good enough. Not good enough. So please, let's endeavor to drop our answers. I'm going to read out your answer and your name as well. I'm going to read out your answer and name as well. Now, let me also make something very clear to us. You are just required to work on your PRD and your slides. You are not required to build your products, to have engineers work on your products, right? Yes, you're also going to be required to design your products. This new week that we are entering, we're going to be learning the basics of Figma design, right? So please get your hands dirty. I know many of us have some UI UX designers on the team already. Don't leave all the work to them. They already know it. So they're not learning anything on that. You're the one that needs to know it more, right? Yes. So it's better for you to also collaborate. In Figma, you can collaborate. You can see what other people are doing. Don't just sit down and wait for 2 or 3 people to design for the whole team. Get your hands dirty. You to also try it. You understand? Try it yourself so that you can get used to it. You can know it. So that you can know it. So we still have some people that are still complaining that they cannot enter the class, and the people are not in the class yet. Please let's endeavor to tell our teammates that class has started already. It's very important for us to be here. This is where you can ask your questions
Please, we can't hear anything. No. Same here. I can't hear anything. I was even thinking it's my network.
Can't hear anything.
I was actually running around thinking it's my network.
Hello, everyone. I think network kicked her out. She'll be
Network is
back
actually really
in a bit.
bad. Yeah.
Wait, no audio also. We can't hear. I can't hear anything also.
Even where we speak, it's breaking. So I guess it's network generally. Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm back. I don't know what happened. I was still speaking and I just noticed I was no more in the meeting. All right. Now, I don't know what did I say last, please? What did you hear last? What did we hear last?
Okay.
He said it is important
Hearing
for everyone to be at this meeting because that is where we can get to ask questions. Thank you.
He said
Sorry?
we should get our hands dirty. He said we should get our hands dirty.
Okay.
And we should go along with those
man.
people that have knowledge of.
Okay. So that means I've been out for a very long time because I've actually entered the class for this week. I've talked about Agile. So let me from Agile again. Please mute your microphone. Who is this? That I don't echo. I am echoing. And please let's be very careful with the use of Teams. We don't want to mute everybody. If not, nobody will be able to talk at all. And we'll not be having this interferences. So please, except you want us to start locking everybody out, nobody will be able to speak from the beginning to the end of the meeting. Please, let's adhere to simple instructions. Don't mute people anyhow. If you're not an admin, do not mute anybody. Very, very important. And don't remove anybody from the meeting if you are not an admin. If not, we have to remove all these privileges from everybody so that we will not misuse it, please. I believe that we are all adults, we are all educated, right? Okay, so let's I'm going to be starting all over again. I started with the fact that we learned agile methodologies this week. And I said agile is very sweet because so I'm coming, please. Let's pass to. Okay, I think we should be good now. All right, so I think I've muted that person. Now, as I was saying, agile methodology provides a framework for software development, right? And I said this week with what's that word again? We discussed the Agile Manifesto. We also discussed agile development practices, right? And I also mentioned the most popular agile framework that many teams use today. So I want you to help me write it in the comment section now. What is the most popular agile framework? For the serious students, I'm not talking about class 2 students, please. So for the serious student, what is the Yes, I know we have serious, definitely. Martha, yes. Akintola, Sheun, Muftau, Ozioma, Joy, Amanda, yes. Everybody, yes. Okay. Now people are just copying and pasting. All right. So yes, you are all very correct. Scrum. Please note that Scrum is not the only agile method, but it is like very popular. A lot of people use Scrum. Then we discussed the Agile Manifesto. I would have loved us to submit our microphone, but this will result to a chaos. But so let's talk about the Agile Manifesto. So if you know anyone, write it in the comment section as well. the one you write there, I'm going to quickly speak on it as soon as possible. Let me see. So Agile Manifesto dash 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 over dash 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 over dash dash dash. I'm a teacher, so let's rack our brain. Let's go through our notes again. What Agile Manifesto can you remember right now? Oh, great. Oluwadamilola. Oluwadamilola is brilliant too. Okay, so Oluwadamilola said individual and interactions over what? Yes, over processes, not processing, please. Processes and tools. Yes, it's not just about you having, processes and tools. You speak to individual, interact with individuals, right? Yes, are very correct. Individuals and interactions over processes and tools. Then we also have, let me see the comment section, the chats box. Okay, we prioritize was customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Yes, collaborating with your customer over contract negotiation. Yes, okay. Oh, beautiful. We have working software over comprehensive documentation. It's not about writing 1 million pages of PRD. PRD is very good, but we want your software to actually be working. You understand? Show us working. Not be only like Nigerians will say, right? Show workings. So Agile actually prioritizes a working software over comprehensive documentation, and they prefer uh, responding to change over what's following a plan. Remember what we discussed in our design thinking. You actually respond to change. You don't just say, okay, because I've really planned it this way, and I see that something has come up, but you want to follow because that's the plan. No, it does not work like that in Agile. We respond to change over what's following a plan. In fact, you guys, you deserve I wanted to give a bottle of Coke, but Coke is not healthy for the body. So you deserve a bottle of water. Go and drink water wherever you are right now. Look for a bottle of water and drink. You deserve it. You deserve. All right. So that's on a lighter note. That's on a lighter note. Okay, let me see if I'm not muted yet because I know all this about people. Okay, I'm still good. Now we discussed faintly over Scrum, right? And trust me, all these things they are more elaborate. When I mean more elaborate, but these are the base knowledge. This Scrum, especially even your agile methodology. If you can understand this, then you will understand every other part of this that you actually come across. I mean, these things are under project management. We said that as a product manager, you're going to be doing project management. So you're literally learning some project management, methodologies under your product management class. So they can be as elaborate as possible, but as long as you are able to catch, what we are talking about, what we mean, you will understand. Then we talked about the Scrum team. I think the second video that was sent is a big masterpiece on the Scrum team, talking about the product owner, right? Scrum master, the developers, stakeholders, etc. With that second video that we had for this week, you would understand better how the team works. So if you have not seen it, please go do see them, right? Then someone has already unmuted microphone again. Now let's come to one of my most favorite topics in product management: prioritization technique. Thank you. Prioritization technique. Now, if you saw that second video, you see how product managers, we have lots of features that everybody wants us to put. You feel like, okay, this feature is very good for this product. Your stakeholders also feel that, oh, this one should come now, 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 now. So when you have like 10 features, and of course you cannot push all your 10 features out once.
Please.
How do you?
You didn't about that time was simply like this one now. You can see how expensive that data is now. You cannot use my MTN. Same thing I'm doing that I've been doing since I want.
Please. I don't. Oh my God. Okay, so let's move on. I don't want to make a comment on that. So please endeavor to make your microphone muted, please, so that we don't hear your family story. True. Before you all your families here will be outside, please. So endeavor to always mute your microphone. Very important. Okay. Now, someone said that the second video was very fast, and that's why it's a video and it's on YouTube. So you can go over it again and again and again and again. It's very important so that we can actually understand it. It's a very, very simple video if you can understand it. And I don't know if YouTube actually can reduce the speed. Maybe there's a 0.5 times speed. If there is, please, you can also use that. Or better still, you can use the transcribing feature of YouTube where they'll be writing out all what the person is saying. You understand? I know the person is not Nigerian, right? So it might be difficult for some Nigerians to understand because of their accent, right? But if you actually put your mind to it, you will understand it. It's a very, very great video. And I can also see that we have some B35 people that are repping B35 in the comment section there, right? Yes, I can see that. So well done to you guys as well. Now, let's come back to prioritization technique. So all those features, all those tasks that we're supposed to do that are already piled up, they're already plenty. We call them a product backlog, right? There are a list of tasks, features, requirements that needs to be completed to achieve that product vision. And yes, we talked about a few products. Excuse me. Yeah, talked about a few prioritization techniques. And now, for example, in your team now, you would have seen that some people they say, let us put this feature there, let us put this feature there, let us put this feature. Then this is where your prioritization has to come in. You have to look at maybe, and some people are like, okay, can they use more than one technique for prioritization? Yes, why not? As long as you are looking for, something to give you a better focus on which you're supposed to face at which time. You understand? So we have the first one we talk about. I don't know, some people they call it Moscow, maybe they call it Moscow. So whatever it is, what is the full meaning of Moscow? Moscow. So just write it in the chat box. Let me see our smartest students in class today. Okay, Debbie. I can see Debbie. Great. James, you're not telling me, you're just helping us write it very well. Okay, Beulah Land, beautiful. Damilola, Akintola, great. All right. Okay, I see you guys are ready. In fact, you are hot. So I remember somebody asking that, ma, should it be, are you sure it should be would have or won't have? That I think they made a mistake. They wrote won't have there instead of would have. I was like, no, it's not a mistake. It actually won't have. Yes, it is won't have. That's which one. If you look at your PRD, you see what we have. You have the out of scope, right? The out of scope is talking about what you don't even intend. Like, not yet. You don't plan on putting it now, or even next year, or even next 2 years. Like, it's not even part of your plan at all, right? So same thing as your won't have. So there's some features that some people say, I do this thing, but your own mind already know it's part of the won't have. This is not part of what we are here for, right? Yes. So that is that. We have must have. These are features that it is even a must. For example, let's look at WhatsApp and let's even break WhatsApp down. WhatsApp is a product, like we have said. So must have is what in WhatsApp now. Who can tell me a feature that is must have? So that we can even bring it back home. Because some people are saying, what are these people even saying? So you can type it in the chat box. What is a must have feature in WhatsApp? Okay, so I can see some question. I can see some answers. Okay, someone says status. Are you sure status is it? Yes, the chat is the must have. Chat is actually the must have, that chatting feature. Because imagine you have status there and you cannot chat. So what is there? Is that a communication tool? It's not a communication product. Yes, so please, that chat box. Yes, the chat box is actually a must have. Even profile picture is not a must have. Are you getting me now? Yeah, because you can actually do without a profile picture. You can do without the status. The most important, why is your, what do we use WhatsApp for? It's actually a what? It is to communicate. It's to communicate. So whatever can make you communicate should be your must have. What status will not make you communicate? Yes, you can communicate. Maybe you want to tell them, maybe send them something to your haters, right? I'm just joking, but but it's not as effective as a chat box. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about the should have. So what should be in our should have? Like in WhatsApp, what are the should have features? Okay, it should have this. Okay, voice and video calls. Okay, okay. Voice notes. Okay, yes, voice notes. Yes, voice notes is actually a should have because you can actually type whatever you want to type. But yeah, it should have this. You understand? Yes, voice notes, call button. Okay, okay. Now what about the could have? It could have this, like it could have. No, it's not bad. Could have, could have in WhatsApp. I really love this class. The class is very, very, very interactive. And I think I love this method of our interactions. We're not somebody's catching everybody's head. Yes, could have a status, your DP. Yes, oh God. Man, I need to give you guys 100 marks already. Right? Congratulations. You guys, you are graduating today because you already know everything about product management. So yes, your DP, your all those little things that it does not actually matter much, but it's actually it's actually a could have, like, oh yes, we could have this, it could have this, you understand? So yes, I think we are all getting it now. Please clap for yourself. We are not in the same class, but clap for yourself, clap for yourself, clap for yourselves. All right, so this class is very interesting. I'm enjoying the class. I don't know if you are. Okay. People have balloons too. All right, thank you. Thank you so much for the engagement. So it means that we are passing a message through. We're passing a message across. But our time is actually rushing as well. Yes. Then the other one, we talked about the value versus what? Effort matrix. Can you, if you checked very well, I know it might be a little bit small for some of us. It's like a what do I call it? It's like a a graph. Yes, graph. We call it graph. It's like a graph. And is, excuse me, please. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Now, we have, I was talking about value versus effort matrix. So I said is a, yes, is a 2x2 grid. You can also make it, can also be something like a, let us say, it's not really a graph. I think that 2x2, let's leave it as 2x2 so that we'll not, when you say graph now, graph can still be more than 2x2. Or you understand what a graph is like, but imagine it's just a 2x2 graph. Yes, a 2x2 grid. So we have the high value, low efforts. We have the high value, high efforts. We have the value, just like we have the value, you know, the value line, you have the effort line. We have the high value, we have the high effort, low value. We have the high efforts and we have the what? Low efforts. So whenever you prioritize and you see that one falls in between high value and low efforts, any feature that falls between high value and low efforts, please endeavor to um endeavor to prioritize those ones. For example, now when we talk about Moscow, we said uh we have must have. For example, for that prioritization technique, you should know that must have is a what? is the one that you should quickly prioritize. You understand? So same as your value versus effort matrix, you should actually prioritize those ones that have high value and low effort, that without doing much, you can get high value. Then the next one can also this high value and high effort. This one, it requires high effort, but it also gives high value. That's the next one I should prioritize. Then we also have the low value and low effort. It does not have much value, but the effort to get it, so you don't have to do much to get it. So consider you can do it if if there's time for it, you can also do that one. But that last one, which is the low value and high effort, that means it does not even give value, but you will spend time, you will spend resources working on that feature. What do? Avoid it. You understand? It can just be like, maybe we can call it the won't have for Moscow. But please, for Moscow, let's know that won't have. You can, remember that we can change. We can change, things can change, right? So at that time, it can be a won't have, but later on, you might decide to prioritize it depending on how things are going at the time. You understand? Okay, so let's come back. Now, that's all about the the value versus effort matrix. Let's go to the next one we discovered, which is our rice. So most of us are eating jollof rice today, or maybe white rice. So that's not the rice we are talking about. Okay, Lillian is here. Lillian is hot. Lillian said rice means rich, impact, confidence, and efforts. Yes, that is true. So it's not our same rice and beans. Now there's a formula for rice. So please listen to the formula. It's very simple. The formula for rice is rich times impact times confidence. That means that RIC, R times I times C, all over E, which is the effort. So you will multiply the rich by the impact and by the confidence and divide them by the effort. Now, how do you get numbers to quantify all these your rich before you can start multiplying it? You can only multiply numbers, right? Yeah. So the rich is referring to the number of users affected in a given period. Yes, the number of users. So okay, so let me quickly mute that person that is making some sounds before they come and tell us their family history again. We don't want to hear. It's boring. Like that sister that was shouting because of MTN's data. Don't worry, God will provide. And when you start making money with your tech skill, it will be a piece of cake by then. All right, so let's come back to rice. So now that is the rich is the number of users affected. Yes. Rachel is correct. How many people it impact? Then the impact. What is the impact? Oh my God. So please don't let us ask. We don't want to kick anybody out of this meeting. So please make sure your microphone is always muted. We will not like to kick anybody out of this meeting. So make sure your microphone is muted. Endeavor to make sure that it is muted. Be checking it and make sure that it is crossed so that we don't have to remove anybody. The way the class is going, we are enjoying it. We don't have any much interference. Now let's come back to confidence. Okay, sorry, impact. I don't think I've finished speaking on impact. Now, impact is how much it benefits your users. You can give it a scale. That's okay. Maybe this is the scale of our impact, maybe from 0.25 to 3, whatever scale you decide to use. So if it's really benefits, then it's going to be high on the impact, right? Then your confidence is your certainty of estimate. How are you sure? How much are you sure that it will impact these people? How much are you sure that's going to what? You can reach out to these people, right? That it can reach this number of people. And use your percentage. So let's say it's 100%. 100% is actually the highest percent. You understand? And yes, effort. How much work is required? Beulah land. Thank you. Yes, the resources required. You understand? That is your effort. And someone was saying maybe we should do this same thing for WhatsApp. But trust me, we cannot really estimate that because it's actually going to be more work from the back end. They're the ones that know. I mean, for you now, you can say, okay, maybe because you start us a lot, Status is one of, one big feature, right? But maybe for them, they are the ones that are seeing the data, they are seeing how people are using their product. We cannot really ascertain from here, unlike Moscow, where if we could actually see the must have features from our own end, obvious, very visibly. Let's go to Kano model because of our time. Now, Kano model, it actually prioritizes features based on customer satisfaction, right? You have your basic needs, which is your must haves. You have your performance features. More of these performance features, they increase satisfaction. You understand? Then we have the exciters, the delighters. Now, look at WhatsApp. Let's come back to WhatsApp again. You can see that now we have one video notes, right? Those ones, it's not that they're very important, but they're just like exciters, they're delighters. People are just happy that, oh, I can just quickly do one small video and send like just the way you send your voice notes, right? So it's not really one important, it's not a must have, right? It does not, I don't think it's even increasing satisfaction like that, because if you want to send a video, you will send a video. Which one is video notes, right? It's just an exciter, is a delighter. You understand? Okay, so let's go to I think there's some ones that some people said we didn't really talk about in class. So let me see. Let's talk about them so that we can have an idea. Though I expect us that we should also move further. And when you are done with your class, that's that week. I think your class should not take you more than an hour, including the assignments. So that week, just try as much as possible. Read more on these things. Browse it. Have more ideas so that you to actually stick to your memory. You understand? Yes. So that you can actually stick to your memory. It's very important. Don't just take your class for the week and dump. If some of us will not even take any notes. Those that take our notes, we might even drop the notes somewhere. No, it does not work that way. So let's come to the WSJF, which is the what weighted shortest job first. Now, it is actually a technique that uh, that is used in something that we call SAFE. SAFE is SAF, capital letters, and E in the lowercase, which is called Scaled Agile Framework. So we actually use this WSJF to determine the most valuable task or features to work on first. And there's a formula for that. It is, yes, I think cost of delay over job size. Yes, cost of delay over job size. Now, when we say cost of delay, what's the meaning of cost of delay? Now, this is the economic impact of delaying a feature. And how do you calculate your cost of delay? You have your user value, you have your time criticality. When you say user value means how important is this feature to, just like your must have, right? How important is this feature to the customers? Your time criticality is how urgent is it? Like, if you don't do it in the next 3 years, does it really affect anything? It's something we have to really do now. You understand? Then we also have the risk reduction, which is, does it actually mitigate risk or does it unlock new opportunities? Now that's your cost of delay. Remember I said the formula for WSJF is what? Cost of delay over job size. And when we say job size, a job size is your efforts over duration. This is the estimated work required to complete the feature. So we actually use this WSJF in this scaled agile framework. Now let's go to the last one. So if you actually want more information, because that's something that we can actually just rush over. If you know you want to actually use that feature, you want to know more about it, please you can get to research more on that. It's not something that we can just rush over. So a lot of people don't usually use that technique, but like I said, in product management, you can be in one company and they say, okay, we use company, we're using only rice as a prioritization technique. This is what we have always been using that has been working for us. Please, let's continue with this. You can go to another company and say, okay, is Moscow want to be using? It's what we have always been using here. So whatever you decide to use, the tool you are using, the technique they're using is what you have to actually follow. I don't mean that you have to follow them like, like a sheep. There are times when you actually have to stand your ground, like, okay, no, this is what I actually do, and this is also does these things for me. You understand? But at times you might have to also work with what they already have down. to avoid discrepancies. So let's come to buy a feature. Yes. So buy a feature is a prioritization technique that involves your stakeholders, your customers, and all the team members, buying features. For example, look at you people in your team now. Let's say you're about 50 in your team. That's okay. I want to give all of you for 5 naira now, right? I want to give all of you for 5 naira in the team. So you're going to buy this feature. We have like 10 features. So everybody buy your feature. Maybe one, maybe each of the feature, maybe they cost one naira. So buy any feature that you want to buy. So of course, the one that has more, money, you get, since everybody has 5 naira. So the one that people bought the most, yeah, you can actually take it as what you can make it, you can prioritize it. I just gave that as an example. You understand? So basically, just you create your list of features and just assign a fictional price. The way I assigned 5 naira to it now. No, sorry, no. 5 naira is like the money that everybody has bought. If I assign maybe one naira to the features, that okay, this feature, okay, for example, WhatsApp now we have chat feature, we have calling feature, we have this blah blah blah. So okay, each of these features are one naira. So come and buy them. You call your stakeholders, your customers, or team members. You get, so just come out, just like the name, buy a feature. So give them a budget. Then can I call it an auction? It's not really an auction. Not really an auction actually, because when you say auction is like the ISB that takes it up, but nobody's taking anything up. We're just choosing it. But yes, the one that actually has money, the one people bought the most. For example, let's say feature A now. We have 10 people that bought feature A. Feature B, 15 people bought feature B. Feature C, 3 people bought it. You want to prioritize feature B first because feature B, 15 people, it has 15 naira. 15 people has bought it, or 15 naira has been used to buy it, right? Why feature A, 10 naira has been used to bought it? To buy it. Hey, Jesus. All right. So I think we understand. Like we're just grabbing it. Sorry. Okay. So that's just it about the buy a feature. Yes. We also have dark mode. You can say, okay, AI assistants. Maybe we have AI assistant. Those are the features. Okay, offline access. Yeah, everybody come and buy. They say maybe dark mode. Though. Dark mode is 2 naira or $2. The AI assistant is $3. Offline access is $1. And you see that people are still buying AI. AI that is even $3. You can even give them different prices. Though. You understand? You can give those things different costs. They don't have to be the same cost. But the one that have the most purchases and people spend the most money on is what you're going to prioritize first. I hope we are all clear on that. Okay, so I think we're done. Now let's talk about some common challenges in backlog prioritization. When you're prioritizing these backlogs, like we saw in that second video, there are different things, and most times they can even be from your orga. It can be the CEO that wants you to add a feature. And maybe you as a product manager can see that this feature is not really the most important thing right about now. You understand? It's not actually the most important thing right about now. So what can we do to this? What can we do to it? It could be actually challenging at times, but you must know that you are a product manager and you're not just, an assistant or something. You don't have to say yes to everything that they say. Right? Yes, you don't have to say yes to everything, but you must know how to, manage different conflicting interests, right? You must follow through with your prioritization, right? So that they can understand that okay, there's a reason. This is not the most important thing right about. And don't just say yes to everything that they are saying, everything they are bringing to you. You say, okay, product manager, put this feature. Yes, boss. Oh yeah, engineer, designer, let's work. No, right? You should know what works best for your product because it's actually your product. You are the CEO of that product. You are the CEO of that product. Now let's talk about acceptance criteria. These are the requirements that must be met to make or to mark a user story complete. If you look at your PR, we have the user story, right? So for you to say, okay, this user story is already complete, or people can do this, they can carry out this story from beginning to the end without any qualms, without anything like that, without any itch. That's the acceptance criteria for that feature. Understand? For that user story. Now, definition of done, DOD. This is actually the organization's formal definition of quality for all backlog items, all the things that you have your items, your backlog, rather, all the items that you have your backlog, all those features that you have there, or task that you have there. It's not only features that their task at times can be your product backlog as well. So all those things that represent the organization's formal definition of quality for all this are what we call your definition of done. Yes. So we have that's most totally all what we discussed in class. Now let me see, there are other questions that have not been as regards our product, especially our project. Please, if you have any questions, you can drop it now because our time is fast spent. We're supposed to close by 5 p.m. and it's past 5 already. So if you have any, if you don't have, that means you guys are very good to go. But if you have, kindly drop them now. So someone said, what do you expect to see in our slides for presentation? You are presenting your product to us. So whatever you feel is supposed to be there, put it there. You can make use of your, not you can, you should make use of your PRD to bring out important information from your PRD. And know that, your slides are not something that should be cumbersome, right? Yes. You don't have to pack all your PRD and points there. Just bring out the most important things there. In our projects, can we create something other than a product or a website? What do you mean by a product? You are a product manager. And do you know what product means, Sha? I don't think you know what product means. Anything you're doing is a product. But let me see, what do you have in mind? What do you have in mind other than a product or a website? Value proposition, yes. What value are you proposing? What value does your product going to provide that is not already existing? A QR code. A QR code for what? The QR code for what? You guys want to make a QR code or what? A QR code for eco-friendly products. You can include that, but that should not just be everything about your products. A QR code cannot just be everything about your products. I can even say a QR code is like a feature in your product or something. So all of you that are asking me to explain use cases, explain these things, please go and watch that video. I've explained everything there. Please use case, but let me just give you that since you have asked. But please go and watch that video so that you understand what you are expected of. Use case is just the case is how your products can be used. For example, WhatsApp now can be used to what charts. It can be used to sell because actually we have WhatsApp business now. So let's look at WhatsApp business. It can be used to, do you can use to make video calls. You can use to make different things. So the different ways that your products can be used is your use cases. All right, so I guess we are good for tonight. Now, please note that this coming week that we have entered, we are going to be presenting on Saturday and Sunday. Take notes. So we have 20 groups. We have 20 groups, and groups 1 to, okay. So from groups 1 to 15, you're going to be presenting on Saturday. Groups 1 to 15, you'll be presenting on Saturday by 10 a.m. By 10 a.m. Please take notes. Groups 1 to 15, you'll be presenting on Saturday by 10 a.m. Groups 16 to 20, you'll be presenting on Sunday by 4 p.m. I hope it is very clear. Group 1 to 15, you are presenting on Saturday by 10 in the morning. Group 16 to 20, you are presenting on Sunday by 4 p.m. Please take notes. Your deadline for submission of your PRD and slides is on Friday, 11:59 p.m. Every group from groups 1 to 20 must have submitted your PRD. Just one person per group, please. Not everybody will submit. Just one person per group. Can be the group leader or any other person that you guys choose to submit it. So one person per group on Friday. Yes. And next week, every group, whether you are among the top 5 or not, you are required to design the MVP. I think I put them on MVP this week for your products. MVP is your minimum viable product. You will know more about it this week. But you are to design it. That means how your products will look like. Just design. You're not going to develop it, please. Yes, we don't have that time. And most so you're not even taught that, because as a product manager, you don't really have to be the developer. In fact, you're not the developer. You should work with developers. You understand? Yes, for those that actually have coding skills, yes, you are called technical product managers. Some companies actually want people like that. You understand? But that's not who you are as a product manager. You don't have to have great coding skills before you are a product manager. You understand? So you're going to give me just 5 minutes. So it's nothing much. So let your slides be very good. And please note that there are different things that are going to determine whether you're going to be among the top 5 or not. You understand? Yes. All those things will be sent to you. We call them the project rubrics. They'll be sent to you this week. We'll give you different things. This is what you're going to see. They're going to increase your marks or reduce your mark. That's your time management, submission of assignment of all your group members, right? Your problem. How do you put your problem? How do you tell us about your problem? Yes, I know I gave you your problem, but in the real world, if you have to actually work on a product from scratch, nobody will give you the problem. You have to actually look for the problem. You understand? But yes, even if you have been given a problem, you're supposed to also check more. Why is it actually a problem? May I, a product manager, don't just follow every information I get like a sheep. Make research, right? Someone said, how can we get, what are the best places? Are you asking what best places are to get analysis? No. It depends on you and your products, right? There's some research that you can do just online, but most product manager, it's better for you to actually speak to your users. You can carry out, questionnaire, you can send questionnaires, you can go to, for example, if you're working in health products, you can go to hospitals, you can go to patients, speak to them. So it depends on what the product you are actually working on. And yes, there's some research that might have been carried out way before now. Search for them, relevant ones, please, and recent ones, because things have changed. So you don't be using the 10 years problem, maybe 20 years problem. But now it will not work that way. Things might have changed from then. You understand? So what else? Okay, for your certificates deadline. Now, note that everybody who pays before the deadline, you'll be getting your certificate on your graduation day. So imagine you graduating with your certificates. And this is not just an ordinary certificate. With this certificate, you can work, because I can assure you that we have, at least every week, we have 2 people that come back to us. Why I say come back? Because some people that actually get this opportunity, but they will not even come. We just see them maybe on LinkedIn celebrating themselves. But we have people that actually come back to say, okay, yes, they've actually sealed this offer. They've gotten an offer. And most of them, in fact, don't let me say most, let me say some of them, part of them, I've not done the analysis. I don't know which one is more, but are not in their present countries. We have people that are in Ghana that got offers in Canada. We have people that are in Nigeria that got offers in the USA and thereabouts. You understand? So with only this knowledge, most of them have not had any idea of PM, product management, before this class. So trust me when I say we are actually building the next generation of product managers. That means in the next 3 years, 4 years, the products that are going to be in the market are going to be from Bitechified product managers. So please, I want you to go out there, and make us proud, because that's when we will feel very fulfilled, just like how we are feeling now. When we see these people, we see product managers from different companies from Biteki 5. So, and the deadline for your certificates is on the 27th of February, and same as your boot camp, because that boot camp is starting immediately after the class, after your graduation, because it's as they ought. If you know what I mean by that, you are bringing that knowledge, you are creating more products, you are putting yourself out there, you are applying for jobs and opportunities with guidance from Bitechified, you are working on soft skills, you are creating your portfolio, you are building your CV, you are building your brand as a tech product manager, right? So it's actually a whole lot, and it has even been subsidized greatly for you all. I don't see any reason why anybody won't be a participant. If you know you actually want to take your career very seriously, it's very, very, and that is why it has even been, because if we are to leave it at the normal price, I'm very sure it may not be so convenient for a lot of people. But both the certificates, both and the boot camp has been greatly subsidized. Just 10,000 naira each, or $10 if you're not in Nigeria, $10 US dollars each. If you're having any issues with paying, if you're not in Nigeria, there's a seller account. Just DM any of the admins. They'll give you the seller details so that you can make your payment seamlessly and get registered for this life-changing program, right? Then can importation be a product, or a case study? Okay, now let me just tell you. See, if you're talking about products generally, even services is a product, right? Yes, they are products. But yeah, we are dealing mostly as a tech product manager, dealing with what software products. You understand? So we're dealing with software product. But see, anything that you can that solves a problem, right? Is a product. Is a product. So yes, it can actually be a product, but we are actually referring to software products. When you hear product managers, software product managers, you're referring to software products. Yes, you can have some hardware products. For example, we have some products that they are software, yes, but they also have some IoT devices that they also connect. So yes, they are still product managers. But let me see if there's any other question. The bootcamp will only teach you how to optimize your LinkedIn. Bitechified will not help you optimize your LinkedIn. No, it costs let me say costs a fortune. It costs a price, and it's actually a service that Bitechified also provides. So if you want to, optimize your LinkedIn, it actually goes for a cost. So Bitechified is not going to help you optimize your LinkedIn. They will not help you create your CV except you pay for that service, but they will guide you and hold your hand, right? Yes, very important clarification. Very important clarification. So let me see if there's any other question so that we can call it today. This class is recorded and it will be now. So please, if you know your group members are not submitted the assignment, they can affect you. Imagine you having a great presentation of your product, coming out with a very great product, and because of lack of submission of assignments, you're not making top 5. It's not nice. Though top 5 does not mean that you're not going to be a great product manager, but it's also an added advantage for you. You can, if you are someone that know how to actually use LinkedIn very well, you know how to polish yourself when talking about a team, a group, a competition from about 20 groups, and you came up top 5. You know how that also add to you, to your quality, right? So it does not stop you, because in fact, some of our let me say many times when we get some some job offers alerts, right? They actually come from not only those that are top 5, but even people that are not top 5. But one thing I can show is that among 100 job offer alerts, at least 95% of those people enrolled in the boot camp. I'm not telling you because of your money. In fact, if we are going to charge you what this boot camp costs, majority of people won't be able to afford it. But if you have noticed, be techified, we want to just impact. We want to just impact, but there are costs to all these things, right? We want to just impact. So it is, we have given you the purest minimum. We have given you the, in fact, a great lifeline, right? There's no certificate for the boot camp at all. Yes, the boot camp is remote. It is remote. It is remote. It is remote. So please, if you have not submitted your assignment for week 2, endeavor to submit it today. Yes, the deadline is the same thing. Now, for boot camp, please, I think it's very, you must know, it is self-paced though, but there are some tasks that you have to do daily. Like I said before, we're going to be building our brand as a product manager, right? And building brand does not cannot give you the grace to just decide to build anytime you like. It comes with consistency. They are not really hard tasks. For example, you have to post every day. I think that's just the major daily task that you have to do. But every other thing is self-paced. But you see, you have to post every day about PM. So you're going to be guided, you're going to be told on what to post, but you actually have to do it. You understand? You actually have to do it. So please, let's call it a day. It's time. If you have any other questions, you can send it to any of the admins, and they will be ready to attend to you. And also, the registration for the next court is on already. So if you know you have anyone who you want to be a partaker, I remember one of our boot camp maybe last 2 months boot camp. The boot camp is for 4 weeks. When we were having our introduction session, someone said he's here because his mommy was in the previous class. So can you imagine? His mother was in the previous class, and mother saw how valuable it was and also enrolled him for the next class as well. So you can imagine. So please don't take this for granted. This will not be on forever and ever, right? So what you are getting here, please don't go straight under the desk. And we will try as much as possible to, engage more with our community, even after this class, because we notice that many people after the class, some of them we even forget that they've ever taken a PM class before, because they don't have that, they don't register in the boot camp, they don't have that, drive to push forward. So we're going to keep on engaging ourselves so that whether you're in the boot camp or not, you should be able to still do something. You understand? All right, so with that, we've come to the end of today's session. I want to wish you all a very great week ahead. You have 2 classes this week as well. Please take it as soon as possible and prepare for your presentation on Saturday and Sunday. Good night, everyone. Yes. Good night.